Hello, welcome. Today I'm going to be going over the One Division Army training exploit. A lot of you have probably used this in the past, but it was supposed to have been patched. And a lot of people don't realize is it was only kind of patched. It does in fact work, and I'll show you how it works and which countries it works for. Most of you probably know what it was. In the past, you just took your largest division, delete the rest of your army, and then just train that one division, and you'd immediately get army experience. That's not true anymore, but you will eventually get army experience. Now when you start out training a division, you only get 0.003. Except for they didn't. They made it so that it takes a while for your army to forget how many divisions it has. But eventually it will forget and you will only have the one division. With this size division, we'll get about 0.01 a day, but we can get that all the way up to 0.23 a day. The UK and the US, they both start with armies of around 30 divisions. Most nations in the game start at either 30 or less. With approximately 30 divisions, it'll take until approximately late September for the game to forget that you used to have an army, and then you'll start getting the full amount. France, the Soviet Union, and Japan all start with much larger armies, so it doesn't really work for them. Japan starts with the smallest of the armies at 60. With 60 units, Japan starts getting the full experience gain at the beginning of January 37. By the time you start getting the experience, you need to start rebuilding your army. France starts with 72, 74-ish units. They take until late March, early April to get the full experience gain. The Soviet Union starts with over 100 divisions. They don't start getting it until September 37-ish, almost 2 full years into the game, and during that time you could have sent volunteers to multiple different nations. So if we let the game run, I'll show you when it starts working for the UK, and if you have a smaller army than the UK, it will start working before then. I believe South Africa can start getting the experience by April. And during this time, you do not have to be training your army. You're not really getting any experience for it anyway, so you could just not train your army, but it will forget if you start training it at the beginning. As we start moving through August into late September, it starts ramping up. The game finally starts to forget those last couple of divisions, and we finally start to get that full experience. And now we're September 23rd, and we are at the point where the one division training exploit is working as it did before it got nerfed. Now, when do you want to increase the size of your division? If we increase the size of this division and then save it, we will see once they reinforce, we'll go from 0.102 up to 0.111, which is 0.009. That's how much you get for each level. And if we pull up a calculator, for 5 army experience, we are gaining 0.009 army XP. That means it's going to take us 550 days for it to pay itself off, which is approximately a year and a half. Now, if you're going to do this, you're going to want to duplicate this division so that you don't have to recreate your starting division. You don't want to have to spend all the army experience you just generated recreating the 20-ish width division you started with. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.